Hi guys, it's Richard from Bagnall and Kirkwood. So today we've got a very quick one. What we're going to be doing is we're going to be replacing the O-rings on the filler valve of an SMK or Artemis or Snowpeak P15 or P35. It's the same system. So what we're going to do, we're going to run through removing the gauge, removing the inlet valve, replacing the O-rings. We'll do a double pack of just the fill valve O-rings because they're very popular to be replaced. And we're just going to use some of the proper moly coat to be able to grease them up properly. So let's dive into it. So the first thing we're going to do, we're going to make sure we're safe. It's not cocked, no pellet up there, and we're going to make sure that there's no air in the end of the cylinder. Then take a cylinder removal tool for the pressure gauge, in fact, pop it in the end. This one's just hand tight. Sometimes you need to put a screwdriver through these holes. And you're going to unscrew that out. Gauge comes off the end there. You see there's one of the first O-rings we're going to replace there on the gauge. Then cap comes out with the spring. Then we're going to remove the fill valve assembly. So it's just a case of finding something that's suitably sized. Go in the hole there and start to unscrew. So when you think it's out far enough, what you're going to have to do is you're going to have to give it a little bit of a wiggle because the O-ring will be holding it in place. This one's maybe not quite far enough out yet. Surely is now. Oh, there we go. Yeah, I can feel it's no longer on the threads, it's just being held on by the O-ring there. So giving it just a little bit of a wiggle and it's about to pop out. There we go. So you can see it's out there. And when you look in the top there, you can see the screw. That's basically the inlet valve itself. Very, very primitive idea. So we're just going to take a suitably sized screwdriver and unscrew that out. And that's it. Very, very, very simple idea. All that happens is that seat's up against there, the air's coming in, it's just pushing through that O-ring and you're relying just on that O-ring to reseal it after the air's in. So that's it completely taken apart. Let's change the O-rings, let's put it back together. First thing we're going to do, we're going to open our O-ring pack. It's a double pack, so it's enough to do this twice. We're only going to need one of each of the three sizes. There we go there. We're going to just use an O-ring pick just to take the one off the body here. So that's the old one off the body. Need the one off the valve itself. And we're going to take the one off the pressure gauge. So what we're going to do now is we're going to put the O-rings back on. So first of all, we're going to open with moly coat. And you just need the tiniest amount. That's even probably too much there. And we're just going to put a little bit around each of the O-rings. Just the tiniest amount on them all. Just to make them last a little bit longer. And there we go. So I'm going to pop that one back around the body there. These two are getting stuck together. Going to do the one for the pressure gauge, which is the middle size one. Oh, little power cut there. And we're going to put the smallest one on the fill valve itself. Then we're going to put that fill valve into here. So it's quite tricky. The way I found it easiest is to put it on something like a small finger or just a finger, hold it up, and then kind of put it on that way around. Just making sure it's the right way up. Or kind of line it up in there. But you're going to need to kind of get that thread started before you go anywhere. O-rings came off, so we'll start again. Can be a bit tricky, but there we go, we've got it there in the end. Oh, not quite. There we go. Now I'm just going to want to screw that down like that. And now what we're going to do is we're going to reassemble this system back onto the front of the gun. So I'm going to pop this one back on first. You can feel it going past that new O-ring. And then we're going to screw this one back on. Similar to the way how we took it off. So you want to stop when this bit here is more or less level. And that'll still allow you to get your fill probe in. So you're going to do now is the release system. So the way it goes, you can see this is the more open end. This side's got this bit on here. That bit goes down first. Then your spring. And then finally the pressure gauge. So I find it easier to get the pressure gauge started on the threads first. Like that. Then take the tool. Give it a bit of a screw in. Generally hand tight's okay. If you want to, you can put a screwdriver in there and tighten that up a little bit more. And as you can see, that's how the dust cover works. You can get in there to refill it. That's it, all sorted, ready to go again. So just refill it, test it, make sure it's fixed, and that's it. As always, I'll put a link to all the spares in the description below to our website. On the website you'll also find exploded diagrams, parts for pretty much this whole gun, full seal kits, whatever you need. We've got pretty much anything there. Thanks for watching. As always, I'll put a link to all the spares in the description below to our website. On the website you'll also find exploded diagrams, parts for pretty much this whole gun, full seal kits, whatever you need. We've got pretty much anything there. Thanks for watching.